When I was growing up, I remember the Bernstein Bears. They're one of my favorite cartoons. And just to think that somebody would ever hurt the Bernstein Bears hurts my heart. Well, in China, that's exactly what they're doing. They're using bear bile. Right? Doesn't that sound... If you know what bile is, which is like your stomach fluid, they're farming bear bile. And so basically what they do is they take these black bears, they put them in these really, really small entrapments, or these cages, right? Where their feet don't work. Basically, you know, they're just horrible. And they have a tube that they run in their stomach. And 3 times a day they go and they tap it for bile to make medicine. This problem, this is happening in China. And what brought this story to light was the fact that this company that was creating this, they wanted to put on an IPO, or initial public offering, to create stocks for their company so they can buy more bears. Right now they have 400 bears in captivity. They want to increase the number to 1,200 bears in captivity. Which what they would do is they put them in small cages, like we said before, and they would basically drain their bile out. And this bile is useful. This is what this company says. It's useful to shrink gallstones, to reduce fevers, to soothe the after effects of excessive drinking, and to sell more of this hangover cure. They wanted to do this IPO. Either way, this story is so disgusting and it's so crazy that even Yao Ming has a problem with it. And Yao Ming is like, basically, all of this is the good part here is that the people had power. And the people basically objected to this IPO and this cruel and unusual treatment of these bears, to the point where the IPO was pulled. And this company they no longer have an IPO, but they are still producing this bile. And they're even running, supporters of the bear bile, even running pro-bile public relations campaign. They're running commercials and ads, and this is sad. Can you just imagine being trapped in a cage and somebody having a tube attached to your stomach and just pouring your bile out? One particular individual, one of the scientists that saw this process, just talked about how crazy it was. She talked about how you would hear these animals biting the cage. You would hear their feet wouldn't work because they didn't get enough time to stand because of so much time in this long cage. You would hear them howling in pain. And you say to yourself, because you made the choice to have a bad night of drinking, this little bear has to suffer? I think not. Take that hangover like the man and the woman that you are. If you did the crime, pay the time. You want to take extra shots of tequila in China? You could do that. Don't let the bear suffer because you want to drink too much. America, luckily this is not happening in our country. But to all of our international listeners, don't take this medication because of the impact that it has on animals. With that being said, in a broader conversation here, because a lot of this stuff that Americans do has effects on animals too. A lot of the makeup that we wear, a lot of the lipstick that we use has been tested on animals, tested on cows, tested on monkeys. Is that right? That's not right either. What's wrong is what's wrong is what's wrong is what's wrong. So if you have a problem with a bear being trapped in a cage and then them tapping his bile, also have that same problem when Estee Lauder uses little rabbits to test their products. That's all. Just a fair standard across the board. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.